This video is for you if you want to understand not only more about Bruce Lee, but more about your own self. Stay tuned to the end and I will offer you a bonus book on both topics. Striking Thoughts, Bruce Lee's Wisdom for Everyday Living. My sons gave me this book for my birthday, November 8th of 2007, and I have read in it every single day. I have not failed a day to find something useful in this book. Something I can apply to me and my self-actualization. Something I can apply to my daily life and how I interact with others. Something I can apply to expressing myself unconditionally and forthrightly as a human incarnation on this planet. Something I can do to understand my heart, my mind. The 5 agreements are in there. The yamas and niyamas of yoga are in there. Zen is there. Gung Fu is there. Yes, all of these things are there. But the main thing is that Bruce Lee coalesced down into this one small volume covering many topics. I'm talking many topics. Linda Lee Caldwell wrote this as a dedication based on it. It says, to all men and women of every culture and background who recognize with Bruce Lee that under the heavens there is but one family, and who dare to question those who would say otherwise. It is your courage and your own striking thoughts that will create a brighter future for us all. There are many different parts in this book. It has a total of 8 parts broken down into many different sections. Bruce Lee was an incredible artist of life. Not just a martial artist, but an incredible artist of life. Martial arts were his way of expressing himself in his physical form to as much of his perfection as he could. He spoke several languages. He knew how to dance. He knew how to sing. He knew how to fight. But most importantly, he knew how to express himself and how to be himself. And in the 33 years he was on this planet, he expressed himself incredibly. He opened up martial arts to many, many millions, possibly I dare say billions, who would not have had it otherwise. He opened up self-expression to those people, because we learn in martial arts, if we have to get to the point of fighting, we have not done our job. We can defend ourselves, but it is the de-escalation to avoid the conflict that is where we are working to always be. He wanted to make stories. He wanted to direct. He wanted to make movies that showed the human condition in its wholeness, not just violence for the sake of violence, which we experience so often in today's modern landscape of movie making. And now the bonus book. By the way, if you like, subscribe, press that like button, share it. Most importantly, comment. Let me know what you would like to hear. I know I'm not for everybody, but if you want to know something, ask me. If I don't know the answer, we'll find it together. So, the Tao of Jeet Kune Do. Now this book specifically, and there were several others that he composed, specifically condense all of everything he studied from all of the different martial arts he studied into one volume. When you begin, a punch is just a punch. And then it becomes all these little micro movements from the toe on the ground all the way up through the body to the energy, the chi energy expressing through the fist. And then you end up with the punch. It's just a punch. But he explains every movement, every possible way of doing so in the most efficient manner. Tao of Jeet Kune Do is the way of the intercepting fist. Yes, he learned Wing Chun originally, and he learned some Taekwondo, and he learned some karate, and he learned some Savate, and he learned some this, and he learned some that, and he learned some the other. He learned, and he combined, and he expressed himself in as efficient a manner as possible. And that's part of our job. That's part of our job, is to express ourselves in the most efficient manner possible. And sometimes that requires us letting go of what we think we know, letting go of what we've had done to us, letting go of our experience in order to fill our cup so that we can have someone else's tea and find out what they know and see if their tea, their flavor, works with us or works for us or works as us. Not necessarily replacing our own beliefs, but existing with and coalescing with in order to form a greater whole of humanity, a greater form of humanity under this sky, under the heavens, so that we see that there is one race with many different ethnicities, and because of certain things, we are losing this race. By studying striking thoughts, we can bring that family together, and we can have one race, and we can win it, and we can cooperatively win it, as opposed to us and them. It can be we and we. As opposed to me and you, it can be we. As opposed to the levels and intricacies of my body being all these different trillions of we's, and these trees and these leaves and these birds and everything else, it can all be we, and therefore me. And I treat you as me, and you treat me as you, and our we becomes a we that is me. Yoga means union. Tantra, tan, expansion, tra, liberation. Yoga is union. Thank you for healing. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Watch this video. Namaskar.